Hey. All right. So it's been almost 2 weeks since my last video. Been pretty busy. Um, so watched a couple videos on YouTube, and one of the ones that I watched basically was talking about social media, and it kind of got me thinking um, that like social media really does kind of lock you in and uh, make you just kind of you have an echo chamber, and you only hear what really you want to hear. And the example that they used in the video was uh, like dating sites. Um, like I, I'm married, so I've never actually, no, never actually used a dating site. But I have heard that they're pretty much garbage. And not only is it like way, like, 75 plus percent men and X number of women, but the large majority are men, and whatever the women are, or what men think the women are, it's pretty lopsided. And the example that they use on on these dating sites is it isn't in the dating site's interest to actually do a good job and hook two people up where they have a solid relationship and get married and stuff like that eventually, because uh, not only do they lose the one customer, they lose actually two customers. Um, because if you got married, you need to use the dating site anymore, and so it's not in the dating site's interest to actually create relationships. Because of analytics, and they have all the data. They know if they put one person with the next person over time, they know they can probably learn what works and what doesn't, and they're probably more apt to show you, you know, people that they think you would like and click on and interact with and stuff like that, but not actually get married, or basically have a long-term relationship or get married, because they don't want to lose you as a customer. And pretty much the same thing goes for the social media sites like Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, whatever the case may be. Um, Well, I think it was Elon Musk. He tweeted on X or Twitter or whatever that uh, the reason that they don't like, or they might, I don't even know if they let you, but they don't like you posting uh, external links, uh, or tweeting out external links, is because if you click on that link, it takes you away from Twitter, and they don't like that. They'd rather you just put all your information in, like, say if that link went to a blog, they'd rather you put your blog post on Twitter itself, because it keeps you on Twitter. Um, as you interact and click and hover, uh, you know, over various posts, the app picks that up, and it said, okay, every time I don't know, we'll use that as every time a pretty girl gets, there's a picture of an attractive female, this person hovers over it, or they click on that post just to look at the picture, or they do whatever. That trains your personal algorithm, and they just start sending you more attractive females. If you like cat videos and you uh, retweet or like, or you know maybe you post cat videos or dog videos, or something like that, you'll end up getting into a echo chamber of people who just post cat videos. If you it doesn't matter what side of the argument that you're on, but the whole Twitter Palestine thing. If you're pro-Palestine, you'll tend to get pro-Palestine, things that will make pro-Palestinian people happy, or things that will make pro-Palestinians outraged, and vice versa, same thing. So if you're pro-Israel, you'll see positive things that are, you'll see pro Israel opinions, and then you'll see atrocities that Palestinians, do or make to Israelis just to feed the fire. So it really becomes an echo chamber. Um, and it's not really good. It's not really a reality. Um, I think it's important to try to listen to the other side and understand the other person's opinions, or at least points of view, worldview, whatever. Um, so, like, I have all the various, or not, maybe not all the things, but I have a Twitter account, I have TikTok, I have Facebook, and I'm debating uh, whether to just delete them. Um, don't really like. I have Facebook, but I don't really go on Facebook. I don't think I've created a single post. I don't think I've liked a single thing. I have what are they called, connections or friends or whatever. Um, Mostly from uh, like people that I've worked with in the military, in the Marine Corps, and people that I've gone to school with, probably predominantly high school, play football or whatever. Um, but I don't really do anything on there. I could just keep the account and maybe do an annual check on it, or I could just delete it. Like I don't think I'd be missing anything. Twitter, yeah, I kind of doom scroll the Twitter, or X. Um, I should probably analyze on you know the screen time app on all the Apple products on how much time I actually spend on Twitter. I'm probably not a good number. Um, and I don't think I've ever actually posted anything on Twitter. There's a couple of one, maybe two accounts that I like, um, and that's about it. But Twitter makes it to where you can't just sign into these accounts, or you can't just look at that account like if it was John Smith, you know, or at John Smith on Twitter. I can't just go to his account and just look at his feed. It might show the account, or it might show one uh, post, and it doesn't show anything. You can't interact with the site. Um, TikTok, I have a TikTok account, but I don't even know how to use TikTok. I think I'm just too old or too stubborn to learn how to do another uh, social media. Blue Sky, I think that's one where everybody uh, that was upset over Trump or Elon Musk buying X, they went to Blue Sky. I don't have a Blue Sky account. Don't have Mastodon. Or don't have any of these. LinkedIn might as well be a social media, and it's a dumpster fire for different reasons, but still, most of these things become an echo chamber because they want you to stay on their site, because the longer you stay on the site, the more likely you are to spend money, or the better that they can say their sites are for advertisement or advertising companies, and that's basically what it is. They get money from advertisers. They get money uh, from people who have paid accounts. So if you pay to have like a premium account in LinkedIn or Twitter, I don't know if Facebook has it. TikTok might have something. I don't know. I know X or Twitter and LinkedIn do. They make money off that, so they're making money at both ends. So yeah, I haven't decided. Uh, I think I'm just gonna probably delete them. Um, now, if you've had experience or you have any thoughts, leave a comment below. I'd be interested in hearing y'all's opinion. Um, the next idea or thought and things that I've been kind of thinking about, and it's closely tied to social media, but more on the the people, or like the different accounts, like the influencers, is um, most people just aren't really genuine. Most of the stuff is just completely fake, and because they're trying to get interaction or a reaction. The easiest one is people who would like say women wear scantily clad, clothing or revealing clothing, put themselves in provocative positions or situations, stuff like that, because they're hoping to get people to click on them. There's videos that have some random scene of a movie and talk about, how this is the greatest thing since sliced bread and whatnot, but they don't actually tell you the movie because they want you to click on that post and uh, you know what is it? Oh, comment and say, hey, what is this movie? Or answer the question because all sorts of other people are doing it. So that's completely fake and gay. Um, I go to a gym in Houston that is largely you could call it like a destination gym or a like an influencer gym if that is the thing because there's tons of people there and they're pretty successful. I've seen Lamborghinis and Ferraris and I guess uh, if you're good at what you do, like people will flock and just throw money at you. But it's also really kind of annoying whenever you're working out and the guy or a person has a phone on a tripod and they're talking to it kind of like I'm talking now, but like they're almost yelling. They're talking really loud because the music's loud and God bless them, they look good. They're big, huge, ripped, like girls are the same way. Um, so they're working with the genetics they got, and good on them. But I see how the sandwich is made. I see how the soup is made, and like all the influencers that you watch, um, if you take a step back, it's kind of fake and gay. And yeah, there's just nothing like everything. Nobody's posting, or I'd say very few people are actually posting to just put something out there. And the ones that do, especially like say on YouTube, lectures on say various like college courses or talks on certain topics. We'll just say academic topics. Nary a click. Like very 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 little interaction unless it's like some like world famous uh, person talking about something. But man, you put a cat video or like a dog video, and it'll get millions of clicks. If I posted a video on YouTube and my thumbnail had some good-looking female on there, I guarantee you I'd get more clicks than what I do now. At this point, I get so few clicks on my videos, I can't even. I don't even know if I can't even say my videos suck because I get so few video views. Like you would have to get views for people to watch them and say they suck. I don't even get the views. So I don't know. Maybe I need to put a thumbnail of a pretty girl on my videos. But basically to what I was saying. Be cognizant. If you're like social media, if you know you're constantly mad or constantly rage clicking or doom scrolling or whatever those trends, just get out. Just delete it because none of these sites are your friend. They're they're purposely manipulating you to keep you enraged or engaged on that site. So just quit. Life is a lot more calm. I don't need to know that some country bombed another country. I don't need to see like all that stuff. I don't know why we even have people in other countries protesting other people in other countries in this country. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that happens. Uh, and also, whenever if you are going to stay on social media, just understand that everything's fake and it's all designed to get your attention. To the point where I don't even know, but I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these videos that people whining and crying that I don't know, that they were laid off or that they got a job or that they like for all you know it's all fake. Like I could come and say make a video tomorrow and say well I was laid off. I'm gonna and just kind of go into that diatribe on how life sucks and down with capitalism. Explain to me like if you get laid off, how's communism going to help you? Like I haven't seen anything like communist Russia, communist China. Uh, explain how communism, socialism, or any of the other isms are going to not have the same problem as capitalism. Might be different. It might be different skills or different outcomes, but it won't be positive. Like people, like you get assigned a job in communism. Like you don't get to pick. The central people, the people that control everything, get to pick. But okay, those are just my thoughts. Um, markets still kind of crazy. They will eventually go down because we're not changing our spending like as a country. The government isn't really changing its spending um, as much as it needs to. In fact, I think the DoD is asking for a straight $1 trillion. I don't even know if we had $1 trillion when we were going to war. I don't know. That needs to probably get cut down. Medical needs to get cut down. The number of government workers probably shouldn't be over 3 million. The amount of people working for the VA shouldn't be the equivalent of the Army itself. So, all right. Well, if you did like this video, or if you have any comments, please leave them because those comments really do actually help. It gives me ideas for other videos. I can interact with y'all, and it's not just my own echo chamber, right here. Um, YouTube, it's different. It's borderline. It's borderline social media. Like with their recommendations, you get the same kind of echo chamber, which is kind of annoying. Like there's times where I'd like to watch a video, but I know if I'm gonna, watch a video, YouTube's just gonna throw a wall of other similar videos, and like I just don't want. I'm looking at one video, not my entire recommendation feed. So it's borderline, even though I'm posting on here. So yeah, is what it is. Take it for what it's worth, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.